Hey guys, today we're trying Mercury Abbey. Demo. As it do. Confirm, run, the usual. We'll be fine. Autumn afternoon. The smell of the city, baked by the sun, squeezed into the window. The central street is full of pedestrians. Adventurer Hall retracted his... It's a name? Not a building, it's somebody's name? Adventurer Hall retracted his gaze. The invitation in front of him came from nowhere. At this moment, it was lying on the table. Suddenly, an annoying phone ringing. Grey Wool Harrod? He's fucking jacked. Jesus. Calm down. Also, was he trying to write a story and then he just started, like, typing the bullshit that was happening in his room in the story? Perfect timing. Whoever could it be calling at a time like this? Harrod, thank goodness. I'm leaving Willie with you. Must rush to the airport as our flight is departing soon. Darling, start the engine. We have to stop by Harrod's. What? Leaving him with me again? Can't you send him to daycare or something? Of course not. That's no good for a child's development. They need to be with their family. What they need is their parents, not their uncle. Aren't you looking for inspiration? He's perfect for it. You know kids, always full of imagination. Don't worry, we're setting off now, and we'll be with you right away. My book isn't finished yet. I really can't. Beep, beep, beep. He's trying to be a writer, but he's just like completely jacked and covered in scars, so you're like, okay, so what's your backstory, buddy? Because I don't think you got the writing. Great. He's even got the anime X scar on his chest and the eyebrow scar. It's all at once. Let's develop Miss Lecky's photo in the darkroom first before the little guy gets here. She's asked me several times, after all. How many different skills do you have? Also, they gave your bulge a shine. Alright, this needs to hurry the fuck up? Where is it? Is there not a hurry the fuck up button? No? Controls? No? Weird. The text crawl is way too slow. I'm just gonna have to press A to skip it each time. I'm kicking little pieces of paper around. Look at them. Man. What a mess to have to write analog. This book, O2, Outer Origin, has only been read halfway. The author writes that Flumo species originated from aliens and isn't actually from our planet. It's a rather unique theory. Aliens, origins, evolutions. I'm not sure there's much of a market for science fiction novels. Pants! Dark khaki pants with some ink dots on it. It's getting tighter and tighter. Oh no, is he gonna have to wear really tight pants all game long? I should gather my clothes first before I get changed here. Mustn't forget to style my hair either. Hello. This is where I entered the cheat codes. B... Get mouse. A N J O dash K A Z O O I E. Enter? Where's the enter button? Ding. Ding. Adventure Express, Hall and Test Draft, 4th edition. On a warm autumn afternoon, the smell of the city baked by the sun squeezes through the windows of Hall's residence, and the downtown is bustling with people enjoying the fair weather. The adventurer retracts his gaze to the invitation in front of him that has come from seemingly nowhere. and is at this moment laying innocuously on the table. Suddenly the sharp shrill of the phone. That's where he was at. Shiny necklace? That's a bola tie. I never really got these. Received from an adventure. Seems to be made of amber and silver. It has a strange brilliance. So he's been on adventures, clearly. And he wants to write about them now. Adventure Express. Hall and the Siphon Map. Does he just write stories about himself? That just looks like him. The 5th book in the Adventure Express series, Hall and the Siphon Map, is my personal favorite, even though I had to rewrite the plot 5 times before I could actually sit down and finish the thing. An extract from page 35. The leaves of the south are large and heavy. The jungle's edge is tinted with the golden glow of the rising sun. Hal checked his wounds from last night. Blood had finally stopped seeping through the bandages. Half of the tree house had blown away, yet he still laid in the remaining half. He recalled that Undine had been taken by the leopards. That woman, he groaned quietly. That woman just had to give him a final stab before she left. Look at the little stickers. I thought that was Night in the Woods for a second there. Dinosaur stickers, these are really goofy. Does the kid put these down when he comes by, or you just have a bunch of goofy stickers about? Claw mark on the table. There's a lot going on here. The Molar Times, page 1, September 22nd. Miranda apologizes. Victim refuses to settle. After her assault charges were made public, celebrity actress Miranda's request for reconciliation with the journalist in question has been rejected. Many films featuring the actress have been since postponed until the court case is over. Wool Act passed today. A new law decrees that sheep citizens must adhere to wool growth guidelines, with related sales becoming illegal from next month. The courts have seen mass protests since this ruling, with many citizens calling the new law unfair. Paw Pad Ball Masters Tournament and end. BWW lose to Ironhoof. Ironhoof defeated TBW in pattern with a score of 56 to 48, winning the final match and taking home the trophy 3 years in a row. Counting sheep, new possible insomnia treatment. Dr. Sidney has been researching insomnia for many years and has published articles about the disease in scientific journals such as Rainforest and Omnivorous Pictorial. He is now calling on the public to pay attention to the insomniac. Counting sheep, but literally, because they're people. Oop. The trophy for Best Adventure Story Lunar Award depends on my Adventure Express series to bring it home. Who'd have thought that the contenders had to worry about novel sales of all things? Oh. Well, that's fucking grim. The blood spatter over the face of the character who's probably dead. Not because that would make them blood spattered, but because that's like a little bit of storytelling. So he was a war photographer. An old photo taken at a camp in southern part of Cadiland. Harrod was just a lad out of school at the time. So his name's Harrod, but his character's named Hal, who's probably based on him to some extent. An old friend. Their bright smile shines through the stained print. There are so many stickers everywhere. Is this kid? This is Buck's manuscript. He asked me to check it for him. Like Dream and Like Love, first draft by Buck. This guy's writing style is more complex than I thought. I didn't expect it to read like this at all. In fact, Mr. Hunter was not ordinary looking. The stalwart face, the stoic black eyes, and the characteristic mane of the male hyena, and the shallow, cynical mouth. Bulgari stared at the loud Mr. Hunter, imagining the hot kiss from his lips, his strong arms. What's wrong with me? She looks away, but soon looked over at the card table again. Tears adorned Bulgari's eyes. Her heart was dead, completely dead, no longer seen. It was all a mistake. From that tea party onwards, her life was disrupted by that man. In the days that followed, she gave up socializing altogether and spent her days in the garden. Mr. and Mrs. David thought their daughter had Doge? Doge? I don't know the word, actually. And asked Bulgaria's cousin to get a doctor from Great Creek. Why is there a long space after that part? Wait. It says Mr. and Mrs. David thought their daughter had fallen into a deep depression and asked Bulgaria's cousin to fetch a doctor to Greek. Okay. They say different things. They might all say different things? Anyway. The screen for reading is different from the actual asset that says what it says. Dude, how often is this kid around? There are so many stickers and dinosaurs everywhere. The kiddos' dinosaurs aren't as scary without their heads, it seems. The tall cabinet, complete with novels and a fedora hat, was deposited here by a white-haired private detective. He said he would come back to collect it upon returning from Coral City. Wait, somebody else put that here? It's not yours? The potted dwarf palm gives off a slight fragrance. Wait, I can inspect things that it doesn't say to press A for. Oh. The walls are covered in dinosaur stickers and crayon artwork. The handiwork of the little guy over the years, no doubt. Nothing good left in the fridge. The bachelor life is rough sometimes. I'm more of a night owl these days, far less distractions. Poultry, oatmeal with added lectin, and seaweed powder said to have a positive effect on dog hair. There's a lot of spots where they can inspect that it doesn't say you can. That's interesting. Oh, is this running mode? Walking, running. He moves a little faster. Can I go up the ladder? No, let's try the door. Since it's supposed to be developing a photo. Kids in here too. Tops. Linen blend vest and plain shirt. They are often taken off together to save time. Finally got my suit together. Time to change and comb my curls. Battered refrigerator used for storing reagents. Got a few different skills. First Lecky's photo, then for the other photos. Let's see. Woo. Lecky's cross-dress mission? Ooh. Guessing we click on the green. Otherwise it probably overdevelops. A classic cityscape. This was taken from the roof of the apartment building when the weather was nice. Perfect! Great Creek scenery. He's in the suit. Willie grabbed my camera at the wedding and took this picture while the bride was throwing the bouquet. Oh. Oh. I'm sure they'll be psyched about that. Is she dressing up as a homeless person? She sure is going all out to investigate that factory. Knock, 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 knock. Of course he's already here. I should have known. I didn't get to read the description under it. Oh, there's the head. Not right now. Oh, he does this in the bathroom. Fix the dinosaur head. Willie! Perfect. A T-Rex should distract the kid for a moment or two. I'm a T-Rex! Or a because I had it. It's always weird when you extend the... I guess you can extend the T in T-Rex because it could be the E part. But it usually bothers me when the syllable... The syllabant? Whatever. Consonant is stretched out. Ah, don't eat me. Ah. How was that performance, director? Where's your mother gone this time? Who knows? And I'm stuck with you again. This is so lame. Oh, how I miss the old days, when you were always begging me to tell you adventure stories. You couldn't get enough of them. You used to be so cute back then. Used to be so cute, and he looks like this now. I'm like, you're just gonna say that with a straight face? No one wants to listen to your boring old stories. Even my classmates, they think they suck. Ouch. That really hurts your poor uncle's heart. I was even planning on taking you to go get ice cream, but I guess I can stay here for a few days. I like vanilla, by the way. That'll depend on how you behave. I'm tired. Gonna stop listening to you now. La la la. Slow down and stop putting dinosaurs on the wall. Dude, it's a lost cause at this point. You have no chance of dealing with that at this point. What's this say? A collection of writing reference books. How to write good dialogue, conflict and suspense, building tension and adventure stories, and cats and dogs, picking a protagonist. I meant the thing on the wall, but okay. I am become dressed. Who's this handsome gentleman in the mirror? Ah, it's me. Your uncle's Adventure Express series has 2 new books. Hall and the Hall. It's probably Hall. Hall and the Amnesiac Hummingbird, and Hall and the Atypical Script. What? Want me to read them to you? I'm not a little kid anymore. I can read it myself. Adventure Express is lame anyway. The big thing right now is Future Detective William. This is really mean. I work really hard on these. No one cares about your lame old stories. I'd rather read in peace. Future Detective. That author wouldn't know adventure if it smacked him in the face. Using a black cat as a protagonist is so cliche. What do kids see in this stuff? Are we going after Blacksad today? You got a pair if you're doing that today. Everyone in my class loves sci-fi. Look, it says here that cars in the future can fly through the sky, and there's robot maids, clones. Stories like those are a passing fad. A few years from now. Well, in the meantime, they make all the money, bud. Phone's ringing. You should go answer it. Also, you read some you write like old school, like really fast books. Apparently, you're like K.A. Applegate or something, and not like, you know, not making like 300-page novels or whatever. Hello? Hello? Huh? They hang up. So, good news and bad news. The bad news is that your draft's been canned again and the boss ain't happy. The good news is that the sales of your last Adventure Express book are doing so terribly that we've built a coffee table for the office out of the leftover stock. You need to try something new. I'm struggling to see the good news here. You should try something more mainstream. Maybe some soppy romance thing. I would sooner perish. Forget it. Let's agree to disagree. Meet me at the Catgrass in half an hour and we'll blow off some steam. Let's agree to disagree and also agree to both die in poverty. Catgrass bar? Maybe not right now. I really shouldn't. Must have eaten something funny last night. Wouldn't want to risk it. I think he's lying to cover the fact that he's watching a kid. Melody ice cream. How about that Melody place? Something sweet might feel a little better in my stomach. An ice cream date, huh? Great. I'll see you in 20. Well, if we're meeting at Melody's, we should head out soon. I should give her the photo I just developed. Okay, so maybe it's not going to be a secret then, if we're taking the kid. Unless we're bringing it back. Let's get out of here. There are hyenas on the screen, and a honey badger, and there's a wolf. There's a lot of characters going on here. Tiger. People wear like fancy clothes and all things are old-timey. Gotcha, definitely. Got regular old greasers here. Is that a striped hyena and a spotted hyena? This is a lot of characters coming by. Dude, the biker gang. The art's really nice. Look, our favorite rider's on the move again. Oh, you're an African wild dog. You're not a striped hyena. You have to deliver us another manuscript? You should put us on the novels. It's always best to be a villain. I like villains. I could write a biography for you alone, Jeff. Although I doubt you could afford the manuscript. The writer's as humorous as always. Perhaps a career in comedy would better suit you these days. What to chat about? The bike shop? Seems there's a new bike shop on Woodcut Street. I've seen a lot of bikers hanging around there lately. Oh yeah, that shop's awesome. I recently got my Thunderbolt waxed down there and now it's good as new. Run by Mocking Fox, dumbass. There are arch rivals. Oh, no wonder it was all foxes that day. I thought it was because that was discount day. Talking shit about foxes and spending money. The biker gang. By the way, about last month's biker meeting, I heard you were kicked out. Those old farts, they say only cyclists ride tutus. Tutus? Who gave them the right to speak to us like that? So our biker gang is gonna set up our own group and hold our own meetings every year. This meeting will be ours. It'll be awesome. Yeah, and the venue has to be awesome too. Such an event would need a theme, I'm sure. I already decided it's gonna be in the desert on a hot day in July. All the bike enthusiasts are gonna gather in the desert and bring their own tents. There'll be an entire carnival, and the meeting will last a whole week. 7 whole days of partying. Better check in with my mom before I go. Check in with your mom? Okay. Leather jackets. Zachary, why are the people in your gang wearing leather jackets? Jeff's uncle runs a lizard meat cannery. Whoa! I wasn't ready for that to go there. He has a bunch of old cheap lizard skins. Zachary's mother is a master seamstress. She made a lizard skin jacket for every member of our gang. It's definitely eye-catching. Who knows, maybe it'll catch on. Really? Hey Zachary, I told you someone would be interested. We should patent this stuff. What a chat about. So like, the leather jacket's supposed to be anachronistic at this point, basically. Lizard. So I guess don't expect to see lizards in this game. I don't think there's anthropomorphic lizards. I think they just eat regular lizards. Hopefully not anthropomorphic lizards. Does that mean they have lizard farms? That's definitely a hyena. Yep. Hey, Dino Kid, we meet again. Hello, Mr. Bike Man. Hey, Harrod. Remember what I said last time about my article? I gave it a read. The story is good. You should enter it into the magazine. Shh, please keep it down. I don't want to... If Zachary knew, they'd all make fun of me. Don't worry, I'll keep it on a need-to-know basis. He wants to be a writer. What's your motorcycle gang's name? I don't think I've heard you mention it before. Our name was decided very early on. It's very, retro. Retro, of course. I love retro things. What is retro by modern standards of this game? Well, my gang's called Bow Wow Band. Bow Wow Band? Oh, you're serious? That's a pretty, special name. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Sounds like a stuffed animal. I knew I should have just told you some random name. By the way, Buck, you ever considered becoming a full-time writer someday? Or are you just writing for fun? I'd like to write a few short articles for a magazine first, then try something a bit longer. What do you think about my subject matter? To be perfectly honest, it really surprised me. The average person would never associate a biker gang with a love story, especially the delicate writing style you have. I don't really understand it either. I try to write adventure stories, war stories, suspense stories, but in the end they always turn into love stories. Look, he's got a heart on his shirt. This character's design's a lot. He's got like pink. He's got like a pink purple glow to his nose. Got spots on his arms. Kind of got stripes on his neck. Got an earring cut out of one of his ears, and then under his leather jacket, he's got just a big heart shirt. Writing just fills me with warm, fuzzy feelings of sunshine and rainbows and everything nice. I can't describe it. It's like butterflies in my stomach. It's talent, Buck. The more you write, the clearer everything will become. Does the remodeled motorcycle belong to you? It looks really good. This beauty is Janice. Named her after my big sis. They have a lot in common. Good looking, temperamental, little unstable. That sounds exactly like my own sister. She left her luggage with me and disappeared off on vacation by herself again. Hey, I'm not luggage. My very existence is the gift that keeps on giving. And if I had a gift receipt, I'd return you in a heartbeat. Well, we'll talk again next time. I'll stop bothering you, Mr. Harrod. If there's a new manuscript, then please do have a read through it. Oh, there's running. Definitely do more of it outdoors. What the f... Okay, yeah, so birds and lizards are not anthro. Flower and Blot bookshop. There's a lot going on around here. Gonna have to speed through some of it just because there's a lot of game. The cops are still dealing with a car accident. Best not interfere. A lion and a sloth. Sloth jokes. There's a collision ahead. Please follow the detour. Oh, it's you, Harold. I wanted to thank you for your... Everyone's just walking past it, by the way. The crowd AI is not designed to react to this. I want to thank you for your assistance in the last police anniversary event. I didn't expect the speaker to pull you up onto stage like that. Ah, yeah, I remember. I talked about the misuse of punctuation and your colleagues didn't seem too interested. I wouldn't take it personally. They just wanted the event to be over so they could eat the free donuts. Cop traits. I must admit, I was also admiring the donuts at the time. No one can resist such tempting sweets. Speaking of which, we should go for a drink sometime when you're available. There's a nice place near the police station which serves excellent bar snacks. You're not talking about blow bubbles, are you? They have incredibly Moorish fried beets and honey soda. Moorish? That's the place. We must go sometime. You just know everybody, don't you? About lizards? Let's do some world building, I guess. I've always wondered, can any old breed of lizard be trained as a police lizard? Of course not. There are only a few species of lizard with keen sense of smell that are obedient enough to be domesticated. We breed these lizards and train them and search for dangerous items. Where do these police lizards go at the end of their service? Our police officers take them home. These little guys have done so much for us, they deserve a good home. So it's just like canines, but obviously the dogs are the cops now. So, about the protest? I read in the papers there was another protest yesterday. It was on Red Pine Street. They were protesting against Gale Group's new chemical fertilizer. Apparently it makes carrots grow bigger and faster, but they lose their flavor. Don't all carrots taste the same anyway? I'm not sure, honestly, but the place was so full of rabbits and similar critters, so perhaps it matters more to herbivores. The scope of work. Your job doesn't seem to be limited to just traffic patrol. Of course not. As a highly mobile police force, we have the widest range of responsibilities, like the Pumpkin Music Festival in Great Creek. It's not where I thought that was going. When that's on, we'll be on the scene to maintain order and deal with any emergencies. Music Festival. A musician friend of mine might be there. Kevin. Oh, so you talk about characters, you unlock dialogue about other characters, or with other characters? Like, if I go to the ice cream shop, I can then talk to this guy about the ice cream shop. It's like it's straight up shown to encourage you to go around and talk to everything. Without further interrupting your official duties, Officer During, we'll talk another time. I'm skipping past stuff and stuff just because it's a lot of video game. This is a preview. That's a serval. Rose Bar. Barbershop. Melody Ice Cream. There's a motorcycle here. There's bears. Okay, no, we can't keep going. Another hyena. And I'm definitely here for her. There's a polar bear. Here, entertain the child. Oh, Kevin's a musician, apparently. Oh, look at those piercings. When is this set? Welcome to Melody. How can I help? Hey, Kevin. How you doing? You only ever come to Melody when you're uninspired, unless your nephew's here. Ding, ding, ding. You guessed it. What an incredible kid. That time you ate 7 pineapple smoothies in a row has never been beaten. There have been deaths. Recent news. What's the news lately, Kevin? I'm no anchor man, but someone stole the golden crown from the museum a few days ago, and now the police are asking for information. Police offered a 300k bounty on him. Tisk, must be a gang who committed the crime. Sounds like it was an inside job. The golden crown and a mysterious treasure thief. Might use that in my novel. Then I can talk to During about that. I heard Officer During say that the Pumpkin Music Festival will be held in our city. Is your underground band going to perform? We've been practicing for weeks, and we're going to debut a new song at the festival. 7 o'clock in the evening, this Wednesday, at Opal Park. I'll give you our customized band badge if you want to come. You can enter the fest backstage with that badge. Lots of bands there. I can show you that guys. I can show you to the guys. I can show you the guys. Oh, he's got like a. So he's got like. Yeah, he's got ice cream stains in his fur and on his shirt everywhere. He's just a wreck. But I think under his eye might be a diamond tattoo somehow. The pink highlights on his ears also seem to be intentionally added. There's a lot going on with some of these characters. Nice badge. So, Hell Typhoid. It fits your style. I'll be there as long as my nephew makes no troubles. I heard you moved. Where have you relocated to? Tundra Street. A frozen goods company over there went out of business and had a few walk-in freezers, so I moved over there with Larry the Snow Fox. The old apartment was baking hot, but now the moment I get home, I have a cool ice brick sofa waiting for me. Ice brick? Fortunately, wolves aren't so sensitive to temperature. So he has a cooling sofa or just literally an ice brick to hang out on? Well, Melody's always here for you. We didn't order any ice cream for the punk. Look at all these people back here just bouncing away. People always bounce. That's how you do an idle animation. Just bouncy boys. Long time no see. Who's this cute little guy? This is Willie, my nephew. Rider by night, nanny by day, it seems. Well, hello there, little puppy dog. Aren't you just the cutest? I'm not cute. I am a wolf. Half wolf. Oh my, you really do look like father and son. Come on, my darlings, let's sit down first. The eating animation and the sound. It's too much ice cream. He's gonna fry. Amazing. You really did order the largest size of the Dreamy Comet banana boat. Are you sure you can finish it? Ice cream doesn't fill your stomach. It's just sugar and milk. Leave him to it. He's gonna have diarrhea tonight anyway. Well, fuck. That's your problem too, isn't it? Before I forget, I developed your last photo. Here. What does the grubby raccoon have to say this time? First of all, as the director of the publishing house, he's our boss, so have some respect. And secondly, he's a red panda, not a raccoon. You see, Harrod, too many adventure novels have popped up in the last few years. The Old Lady Rocket series, the Tomb Raider Girls series. Subtle. And who can forget the recent explosion of Future Detective Williams series? Neon cityscapes, electric flying cars through the sky. Cars flying through the sky is how I should have said that. A rough around the edges police detective pursuing a serial killer. They call this style cyberpunk. Exactly. Look, these novels take the readers to mysterious places and bring something new to the table. Compare it to our Adventure Express series, well, there's no competition. The fact that I'm playing 2 cyberpunk games right now, and then my fucking furry Let's Try marathon takes me to cyberpunk discussion, of course. But none of them have ever won the Long-Eared Times annual recommendation for Best Adventure Series, have they? Have they ever received a Lunar Award? But their books are selling, Harrod. Think about your last book. The warehouse is overflowing with unsold copies. No company wants to lose money. You have to be realistic. A new series could be just the thing to finally get you back on your feet. I've been your editor since the beginning. I know you can give us a good story. It's no use. My mind is just completely blank. Go tell old Panda Eyes that my writing career is dead. Inspiration will hit you eventually, I'm sure of it. Staying at home all day won't help you come up with anything new either, so you might as well get some fresh air. Oh, hey, this is the name of the game. The Utopia of Spring and Dream, Mercury Abbey. We request the pleasure of your presence at Tin Bone Hill, Mercury Abbey for recuperation. With car shuttle overdue. Weird lack of spaces between those words and those names. Boarding address, Platform 3 Central Station, Monday, October 10th, 1961, 10 a.m. Free board and lodging. Every invitation letter can admit 2 people to the Abbey. RSVP, Mary. So we're going to go there with the kid and deal with that. And that's the game. 1961! So long ago. Okay, the kerning or the spacing is different here. Well, I already read it. But this has different text on it. All meals and accommodations are included in the invitation. Where the other one says free boarding and lodging. Every invitation letter can admit 2 people to the Abbey versus up to 2 guests per invitation. We look to hearing back from you is the same thing as RSVP. There's 2 I think this game's translated, and these are 2 different translations somehow. Or something. Mercury Abbey, a place for the mentally ill. Huh. It's a place for therapy and unwinding up in the mountain. The air is fresh and the views are stunning, I hear. An ideal place to get away from it all. I have this little guy to take care of, and I don't have the money to. Look closer. I'm giving you an invitation, not a flyer. Each invitation has 2 places. Accommodation and meals are free, so you don't have to pay anything. And you can take your nephew with you. Alas, I thought the 2 of you could go together. What a pity. A beautiful editor and a washed-up author. What a perfect combination. Well, the 2 of us could go together. That's a little harsh, but if it's free, I'll consider it. Well, I think we're about time to wrap up, actually, but it's almost done. Well, it's about time I headed back to the publishing house. Goodbye, little doggy. Oh, silly me. Little wolfie, wasn't it? Bye, secret agent lady. Looking forward to your next manuscript, Harrod. Don't get your hopes up. So we're gonna go to like a self-care facility retreat and try to figure out what our new book is. But then like an actual adventure will happen and then we'll write about that is probably what the story of the game is. My stomach is so full I won't have to eat tonight. Alright, buddy. Dinner today is eggs, lettuce, and cherry tomatoes. Your uncle's a chef, you know. Pff, sounds rubbish. But high in protein and nutrients. Come on, let's head home. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here, but that's a neat little intro. This has been Mercury Abbey. See you guys next time.